listening to the 702 Gaming Podcast, episode number 22. And we have a special guest with us today.
Seven, what's going on, Seven? Guys, my boy Seven has been killing it in his YouTube podcast, you guys. Oh my God, we got to do it for Seven, Yoda. Let's do it. Seven is in the house. I said Seven is in the house.
Michael Lewis of the Michael Lewis channel on Twitch and on YouTube.
Nice.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for having me, man. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely.
You know, I dreamt for a long time. Let me tell you, ever since episode 1, I was like, let me be the fourth person here. Let me just pretend that I'm with these guys. It's awesome. It's an honor.
You've been there like from day one, so that's always awesome, man. And,
oh yeah.
Since you're actually doing this with us, we can promise you that afterwards, we're gonna let your pets go.
Yeah.
Holding them hostage now, but you know, it's all right.
Right.
Yeah, the fish is in the water. I promise you. All right.
Right.
But yeah, this is awesome though. We're happy you're on.
Yeah, so happy.
Thank you guys.
If you haven't checked out Michael Lewis, we've talked about him before. I've worn his hat. You know, he's got awesome swag that he sells, but he is the best Twitch streamer on Twitch.
Thank you guys.
I keep saying it, and it's real.
Yeah.
The key is not to give up. You know, I tried to rock the blue hair, but it didn't work.
So it didn't work out. Yeah.
I just kept it normal. But yeah.
Right on. You've been doing it for years, man.
For about 5 years now. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
it's crazy. Yeah, it's a fun deal.
5
really
years.
cool.
I thought it was like two or three.
Yeah, it was on and off because at first I wasn't really serious about it. But then when we started kind of like picking up track, I got a schedule, you know, and then I did my pro stuff.
Has Yoda been with you since the beginning?
Yoda's been with me after I had 800 followers.
Nice.
So yeah, then I found out that I could do his voice and all that stuff, and we just kind of started doing that together. And it was pretty fun.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Like I like the fact that you started taking it serious after that many followers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This guy,
700. He was like,
I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, so all of you think I'm cool too, right?
Right.
I'm in. Fine. I like that.
Right.
I like it.
700, nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, we thought we were like super professional after we watched our own video. All right.
Yeah. 3 views, and we're like, yes.
I saw it. I'm like, let's go.
You know, you've got to have that attitude, man. You have to. You know, that's the only way to motivate yourself. You know, because nobody else is going to do it. You know, if you know, it's like when I had 10 followers, I would have never thought I had close to 3,000. Now it's like it's insane. Man. Yeah, man. It's you got to keep going. Yeah,
you deserve it. And Jason's rocking the Yoda shirt.
I love it
in honor of you.
Oh man, it's amazing. Although my Yoda speaks normal, you know, he usually like speaks backwards, like, you know, you're watching, am I not? You know, they kind of have like that backwards things. My Yoda doesn't do that, you know, so it's like a lot of people.
Your Yoda is like, he grew up on the streets, I think.
Yeah,
he's gangster.
He grew up in Compton for sure.
Nice.
But yeah, it's
I was thinking more like Watts, Southgate area, but I see what you're talking about though. Yeah, I could see that.
Right.
You made it out though.
Right.
All right.
That's really
you made it good.
Right?
Yeah, you're doing all right.
I always thought Yoda was the rose that grew from concrete. So he and I share a story. It's awesome. Man.
Exactly.
It's awesome. No, definitely.
It's good to have you with us.
Super awesome to have you.
Glad to be here, guys. For
yeah,
sure.
Man. I want to do 2 shout outs real quick. My cousin Robin, what's up? Thank you for listening since the beginning. And Jeremy Parker's been a good follower as well. Been hitting me up on Facebook, liking what we do. So I just appreciate the support.
Nice.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Today, we are going to talk about the big news that I'm sure everyone knows about, and that is Microsoft acquiring Activision as a whole. And that includes Blizzard and mobile games and all their other divisions for $70 billion. Now, it blew everyone's mind when they dropped $7 billion on Bethesda.
Right.
And now they just dropped, and this was a cash buyout, so they just, walked up with a suitcase.
That's insane, man.
With 70 billion. That is insane.
I really just want to see the size of that suitcase. I don't care about the money more than the size of the suitcase, right? And honestly, in my mind, I envision it being like an old suitcase, like it's worn, You know, I
Yeah.
want something brand new.
When you put it on the table, just dust.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm hoping for. I want them to open it and it's got ransom notes from previous companies they purchased are still in there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yep.
That's what
Yep.
I'm hoping
Oh my
for.
God.
Yeah, that's the
So
news that
right
shook
off
the
the
industry.
bat, I mean, Blizzard has some of the largest games in their portfolio, and then Call of Duty is just massive.
Right.
It's one of the best-selling games every single year. Um, the Sony and Microsoft both released a like a statement on Call of Duty specifically, saying that they're going to continue supporting any previous contracts, you know, like they did with Bethesda. So if there's anything already set up with them, obviously that's going to go through, and that they're going to continue to support Call of Duty on the PlayStation platform.
Right.
Now, when they say that, I don't take that as, yeah, every single Call of Duty moving forward is going to be on PlayStation.
Right.
They're talking about Warzone, I
Mhm.
think.
Oh.
Warzone's on there. They're going to keep supporting it like they do with Minecraft and things that were on other platforms beforehand.
Mhm.
They're just going to keep supporting that one. But you can't tell me in 2-3 years when all this buzz dies down that they're going to come out with Call of Duty and be like, hey, Sony, here's some of our money. Want
Right.
some?
Right.
Right.
Well, especially in my opinion, with the way Sony has been, I'd say, less than nice about wanting to play in the same sandbox.
It's true, because even cross-platform stuff, they've been, you know, giving the other companies a hard time about that and everything. So, I mean, they've been a little more open lately, but yeah, I agree. I do have to say that Xbox, Phil Spencer specifically, since he took over with, and like the Xbox One X came out, they've been doing a good job of like leaving their developers alone, letting them do what they want to do, bringing these games to Game Pass, and just been like friendly to indies. And like if you're on the Xbox or the Game Pass like ecosystem, you can see like it's a really good place to be. So I am excited for that, and I do think that they aren't going to just like fire everybody and get rid of them. I think they're going to, you know, try and cultivate what they have. That's the good thing, but I'm not for exclusives. Like exclusives don't excite me. I hate it when I hear like, yes, PlayStation got another exclusive, or yes, Nintendo got a, or Xbox. That's not cool because you just cut off a whole bunch of people that could play it. And if there's cross platform, I could be playing with those people. So that part of it bums me out, but I am excited because I don't want to put money on a Call of Duty or this or that. I want to just pay my Game Pass subscription and have access to all these games, and they're all going to be coming to Game Pass. Blizzard games, I love. I've been a fan of Blizzard before Xbox was even created, man. Like
Wow.
Warcraft 2 was my first game that I got into on there right when that came out. I loved Warcraft 2. Warcraft 3 was cool. StarCraft 2. And then Jason's a Diablo fan. Michael, like, is there a Blizzard game that you play or any of these
I
Activision
loved
games?
Overwatch for a long time.
Okay.
I mean Tracer and Soldier 76. No, I
Hold
actually
on.
didn't like McCree, so I guess my instinct was right on that.
Yeah, good answer.
But yeah,
Good answer.
yeah. So yeah, I pretty much played
Okay.
Overwatch quite a bit for Blizzard.
Cool. Yeah, I still play it to this day. I still really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Me and my boys play threes. Um, what about, I know the Spyro is one of your favorite character, like gaming characters.
So here's the thing. I used to work for GameStop. I worked for GameStop for about 4 years. Spyro was my dog name is Spyro. So
Oh,
Spyro was
okay.
one of my favorite characters. It was my first game I played on the PlayStation 1. And one of my first stories to tell is I was a kid, so I didn't know any better. When the PlayStation 2 came out, I thought that the Spyro was no longer for the PlayStation 1, which was true to some extent. But I got an Xbox One. I mean, not an Xbox One, just the first original Xbox
Okay, yeah.
for Spyro, because I was so mad at Sony. I'm like, how can they not make this game for Sony anymore? Thinking that Sony made Spyro, because I was a kid, you know, I didn't know any
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Ironically, now in 2022, friggin' Microsoft bought Spyro. Like it's insane to think about. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So they for those of you guys who haven't played the last Spyro, it came out like probably 15 years ago, but they actually kill off Spyro. The Spyro dies in the last Spyro game. And Activision did that for a reason, and that's to sell Skylanders.
Right.
Each character's was about $15 to $16 a pop.
Yeah.
And you know, the parents will come by, oh my God, because they will switch it up each year. It'd be like, oh,
Well, me.
Skylanders. Then it's Skylanders Racing, Skylanders Twist. You know, they'll switch it up each time, and they'll charge $15 a pop each year.
And
so
that's
the parents will come,
Activision, man. That's what they
right,
do.
right, exactly. And so the parents will come to me and be like, oh, why do you guys keep? I'm like, we're not, we're not in charge of this. We don't make the toys on the back like elves. So yeah, it's crazy to think about. So I'm a little scared because I know Microsoft isn't greedy when it comes like that to money. I know Activision is.
Yeah.
But now with the CEO stepping down, I guess, I'm not sure if they want to keep him there, but that Bobby guy.
No, I read an article that after the acquisition's complete, which is usually like a year or so, that he'll be stepping down.
Oh, thank God.
Which is good. Well, hey, with the Activision thing, before we finish up this one, I just want to say, like, people shouldn't worry as much as they are as far as like it ruining the industry. I don't think. I kind of feel like, you know, people look at it as a monopoly, but I feel like it gives more breathing room to other companies as they take in. There's more room for indies to come up. I mean, like, if you think the last like 10 years, how many indies have become someone bigger? Like on PlayStation, was it Insomniac? Like, I don't know if they were an indie necessarily, but they weren't a big company, and now they're like their number one company now. So I mean, there's ways for indies to come up, then they get bought or whatever. That's just how the industry works. But it's a smart business move by Microsoft, because I read on an article that Activision as a whole, with their mobile and all that stuff, have 400 million active players on their base. Like, so, you know, if they can get like a quarter of that to Game Pass, like Microsoft just won. So that's what they're trying to do.
Wow.
What do you guys think? But like, are you guys, like, Michael, are you upset or happy or?
No. If anybody, to be honest, I would feel a little bit iffy if it was Sony, because Sony, they like money too, as much as Microsoft, but Microsoft has so much money that they don't need money, if that makes any sense. Like, for an example, right now, Call of Duty, they just announced that they're going to give them some breathing room. This is not going to be a yearly thing. Thank God. Because I'm just tired of the same Call of Duty, just reskinned. It's like you and Jason said about Far Cry. It's just the same Call of Duty, just reskinned. So now look at these guys like Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto. These guys have 6 to 8 years to work with. You know, you're giving Call of Duty a year to work with, and it's not even a year. It's technically, what, 9 months? Because in a year it has to come out, you know, with the shipping and all that stuff. So it's like, imagine a Call of Duty game that we're going to get that has been worked on for 3 to 4 years. That's going to be amazing. You know what I mean? So I'm very excited about that too, in a way. So, you know,
if they take 6 years and give us like an anthem.
Oh my God.
Like, look at everyone's face. Yeah, you see that? So, you know, time doesn't necessarily equate to, you know, a finished product or even a good product. But I think undeniably the gaming world has collectively done this number, you know, to Call of Duty every 9 months. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I think even Call of Duty people would rather wait, because that means that they just have to buy another one, because they aren't going to all stay on the old one. Some will, but most are going to hop to the new one. So then they got to spend another 60, 70 bucks.
Right.
Even if you're not going to buy that game, once your friend starts buying it, you're not going to stay behind. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to end up getting the game.
Right.
That's what happens, you know?
Right. Yeah. I'm honestly, hopefully they're not banking on the fact that gamers have that weakness.
Yeah.
Because we do. Right.
Yep.
But hopefully they're not banking on the fact that, but if we just give them one, right, it's still going to make an obscene amount of money, because that is the reality. You know,
do you guys remember back in our day when we just popped in the game and it worked? Do you guys remember that?
Like, yeah, man. You see the wide eyes and
gosh.
Like, that's what these guys are about right now.
Long time.
Been a long time.
Or
wow.
I also remember getting a game and it having glitches in it, and there was no fix. You just played it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, so there is that too. So there's something to be said about getting those updates.
Right.
But at the same time, though, I think just the gaming.
Still waiting on Cyberpunk to get some good updates.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Don't even get me started.
The roadmap. They keep calling it the roadmap.
Well, I'm still a little peeved.
You should be.
Yeah.
You should be. When's the last time you fell through the floor in real life? Well, you can do it.
Right.
I love it. Everyone that's like a Cyberpunk like advocator, they're just like, no, the update was great.
Yes.
Your motorcycle does not disappear anymore.
Right.
Like, whoa, thanks, bro. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is
That is
like,
so
why is that
awesome.
even a thing? Like, that should never be a conversation that we have, right?
Right.
Hey, remember how like
No.
when you approach a guy, you walk through his face and you're like inside of his head now, so you can see his
Right.
eyes like outside of your face? You should never have those type of conversations.
That's scary.
That
The
is
car's gone, but I'm still sitting here. Like, what's
right.
going on?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
happened to me so much in that game, man.
Bro, that was actually ghostwriting the whip. You just didn't know that that's what it meant.
Ghost ride the
okay?
Yeah. Yoda could have told you about that, man.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Amazing.
I don't know, man. I think we all agree and we all have the same worry of what it could be.
Yeah.
So I just hopefully
Even as Xbox player, Michael, are you mainly Xbox, PC,
I am.
PlayStation?
Xbox. Yep.
Okay. I'm mainly Xbox too. I do dabble in computer and Nintendo, but been
Same.
looking for a PS5 for a long time. Can't find one. But I would be a PlayStation player as well. But yeah, I feel the same way as you, Jason. Like even as a Xbox player, like as long as they don't, just bury some of our favorite, like Spyro's dead forever.
Right.
Xbox, like, I don't want it. That kind of stuff could be a downside to it. Also, we'll see.
It could. I will say though, and even though I didn't personally like this game, when Microsoft purchased Rare, the first thing I thought of is Killer Instinct is coming.
Oh,
And
right, yeah.
It took them, I don't know, like 7 years to actually release one.
Right.
And while there are some diehards who like that version that they released, I didn't like it at all. They
Different.
released it in a, hey, we'll give you 5 characters and
Yeah.
we'll trickle down a few more and you can purchase them if you want them type of thing. And
Right. It was just more to like quiet people, okay, here's your game.
exactly.
Right. I know what you mean.
So I don't want to see that happen with some of, like I would say like Diablo, but Diablo already takes 10 years for them to release a game anyway.
Right. Luckily, Diablo 2 remaster just came out, so they can't like do anything with that. It's already there.
Right. And it has its own slew of issues anyway. So
okay.
we don't need them to contribute to it. So
but like Rare's a good example though, because they've been doing fantastic with Sea of Thieves. I mean, that game came out and I really liked it when it first came out. Yeah, it was a little barren, but now I mean it's so complicated and like in a good way. Like there's so much to do in Sea of Thieves, and then they had that Disney update where like they tied in Pirates of the Caribbean storyline into the like really tied it in. Like the bad guys got together. It was so cool. Had this whole campaign for it. I just get excited. I'm like, what if World of Warcraft tied into Sea of Thieves and like they opened up a portal into the Sea of Thieves and the orcs started pouring through or something. It'd be cool. But they've done really good with Sea of Thieves, and then Rare's working on that other I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it looked really cool. And they announced it like 2 years ago and we haven't seen anything. So I think they're giving them a lot of time to work on it. Some kind of co-op fantasy game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just a side note, I'll tell you who needs to purchase, not the company who needs to purchase this, but a game series that needs to be purchased. Battlefield. Someone grab Battlefield away from EA.
EA.
Stop using that Frostbite system. Let someone else try their hand at it. They just released how they are disappointed with the sales and it didn't do as well. I'm like, did you guys play your own game?
Yeah, bro.
It didn't even have a scoreboard.
Like, what do you say to that?
How am I supposed to know how much kills I got?
What do you say to that? All right, that's like releasing a fighting game without a power bar. Right?
And it was full price, and it was versus only, and there was like hardly anything to it. I jumped on there, I played it for a day. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe what they did to this game.
Like, what's happening? I found myself saying that so much playing that game. Like, what's happening? What's
Wait, it didn't have a campaign either?
No,
it didn't have a campaign.
Oh my god.
Didn't even have a campaign.
Yeah.
I didn't even bother with it. That's like, wow.
Yeah, you saved yourself some money, bro.
Thank you so much.
Remember that whole release an alpha version of the game and we'll figure it out later? Like,
right.
It didn't even, to me, it felt like if there were no complaints, they wouldn't have done anything else. They'd be like, gave them what they wanted. Wait another 9 months. We got you. It's like, no, don't keep doing that. Someone else needs to give someone else a chance.
Yeah.
Right. So, again, not that I feel the companies that Microsoft just purchased need that to happen.
Right.
We can all point to certain games where you're like, you need to not touch this anymore.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, cool, guys. Michael, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. I had a blast.
I'm telling everybody again, like, go search Michael Lewis channel. His followers are the Raptors. He's got a Velociraptor right behind him.
Awesome. Yeah, it's my boy. It's a Utah Raptor. When I was a kid, I always loved Raptors, and I'm called Joker all the time since middle school. So they kind of like
you're doing the Utah Raptor from
I'm a Utah Raptor. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. We live near Utah. We go to Utah quite a bit, so we know about the Raptors out there
all the time. We're there.
Awesome. Oh, you guys are lucky.
Yeah, my wife is from Utah, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Good times, man. Good times.
I think I've actually seen some fossils in Utah and St. George of those kind of dinosaurs, like footprints and stuff. They have them in the sandstone.
Mm-hmm. There's I think it's called Utah National History Museum or something like that. I actually fund them for the fossils and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
You don't even live near there.
Man, it's about time we have someone that has class on this podcast. Okay.
Yeah, we haven't met one yet.
Yeah, not us. Definitely not us.
Yeah, I know. For those of you guys who are coming in and we're really confused, I'm not Josh with a tan. My name's Michael.
Josh, take it off, right?
Come on, Josh.
We've been watching a lot of Mission Impossible. Just peel it right off, man.
Right
no,
on.
man, we appreciate you.
Yeah.